Hi everyone and welcome to Hydroponics. In this video, I will explain what hydroponics is, its origins, and the potential it holds for the future of agriculture. Let's dive right in. Hydroponics farming has existed in various forms for over 2,600 years, except it was then known as water gardens or floating gardens, as in ancient Babylonia or Mesopotamia, where water from the Euphrates River was used to flood crops grown along its bed as early as 600 BC. Similarly, Egyptian hieroglyphs confirm experimentation with soilless culture along the Nile hundreds of years before the Common Era. The term hydroponics as we know it is relatively recent. It was first coined on February 12, 1937 in a Science magazine article when Dr. William Frederick Gehrig, a plant physiologist from the University of California with assistance from Dr. William Albert Setchell, combined the Greek words hydro, which means water, and ponos, meaning labor, to describe this revolutionary form of agriculture that uses water and nutrients. If Gehrig is credited as the father of modern hydroponics, it is because until the late 19th century, hydroponics was not widely adopted as a method of food production. The field required extensive knowledge of nutrient absorption by plants involving processes such as permeability and osmosis, and the continuous trials and experiments conducted throughout the 19th century yielded limited results and mixed hopes. Significant progress was made through the research of Professor Robert Hoagland from the University of California, who focused on the importance of suitable pH levels and plant root oxygenation in hydroponics. He developed the first nutrient solution formula used as a standard worldwide. However, it was Gehrig's work and publications on water culture experimentation that truly paved the way for modern soilless farming and its commercial applications. Gehrig discovered that in addition to a good nutrient solution and adequate aeration, plants grown in warm water tanks also required sunlight or an artificial light source. A century later, it can be argued that hydroponics hasn't fundamentally changed except for advancements in nutrient solutions and system automation. Many enthusiasts still prefer building their own systems based on the traditional method of a tank recirculating water with plants growing above it. The primary improvements in hydroponics involve design enhancements and the incorporation of new technologies to simplify maintenance. Among the four leading companies in the home hydroponics market, two, Garden and AeroGarden, have integrated AI into their systems. AI enables the automation of tasks such as nutrient addition, water changes and refills, as well as managing water and light schedules and monitoring plant growth. At the design level, improvements include the advent of vertical gardening. In the 1920s, while still designed to maximize surface production, hydroponic systems essentially occupied horizontal space. At the time, land was cheaper and the need for vertical and soilless farming was less critical. Throughout the 20th century, various hydroponic systems were developed, including the NFT or nutrient film technique, the DWC or deep water culture, and the ebb and flow system. The NFT or nutrient film technique system was developed in England in the late 1960s and early 1970s by Dr. Alan Cooper, a scientist at the Glasshouse Crop Research Institute in Littlehampton. This method, ideal for raising lettuce, remains the most widely used for growing plants hydroponically. A nutrient solution called film is recirculated in a 10 to 15 meter long shallow water channel. The invention of the DWC or deep water culture is attributed to Dr. Merle Jensen, a professor from the Environmental Research Lab at the University of Arizona. It is also a very popular method. The plants grow on top of a deep container filled with a minimum of 3 to 5 gallons for the bucket type and 18 inches of water in industrial high-capacity systems that resemble ponds. The plants, usually leafy greens and herbs, grow on floating rafts made of styrofoam, their roots directly immersed in the water that contains a nutrient solution. The roots are oxygenated with the combination of an air stone and a pump that constantly recirculate the water. The ebb and flow method is the most common among systems designed for indoor home use and is one of the simplest concepts. Plants are cultivated in pots or pods containing an inert growing media like clay ball, rock wool, perlite, or cocoa coir placed over a sealed reservoir. The water mixed with nutrients is brought from the reservoir to the growing bed, holding the plants with the help of a pump connected to some plumbing tubes and triggered by a timer every 15 minutes on average. The cascading water is then recirculated back to the reservoir beneath with the help of overflow tubes. Now that you have an idea of what a hydroponic system is and looks like, should you go for it? You can find the answer to this question in my video, Is Hydroponics for Me? Don't hesitate to check it out. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you are eager to learn more about hydroponics. I'll be happy to guide you on this wonderful journey to mastering the craft. See you soon on Hydroponics. Bye for now.